Hello and thanks for joining us tonight. The Perry Police Department even better equipped now to handle mental health crisis calls. They've joined the One Mind campaign and are putting an emphasis on mental health awareness. Megan Western's live in studio tonight to tell us more about what they're doing.
Good evening, Frank. Now, all of the officers in the department now have crisis intervention training and mental health awareness training through the Georgia Post Training Center. It's nearly 50 hours in training. I spoke with an officer who says he's already seen the positive impacts. Marcus Camps is a Perry police officer, and he says they often answer the call to behavioral health crises.
It's definitely the types of calls and situations we are encountering a lot more.
But now when any officer has to hit the road and answer a call, Camp says they're better equipped.
I can see greatly how the training has helped us to be more understanding and also to feel better prepared.
He says they've learned the signs to look for.
You know, verbally what they're saying, to body language. Sometimes you're fortunate enough that you have family and loved ones on scenes who will let you know.
And they have more resources to call on. The team partners with Middle Flint Health and Wellness to have a two-person co-responder team.
We can be called out to hostage settings. We can be called out to people boarding themselves up in the home.
Paula Woodall says the partnership helps individuals quicker in a way that helps them feel safe.
When people are in a crisis, one of the biggest things they need is just someone to speak to, someone to listen to them.
Camps has never had to call on Middle Flint, but says his trainings have shown him how to listen and properly show up to a scene.
Be considerate of what you bring. Do you bring loud noises? If someone's having a crisis in their front yard, it's probably not best to pull up with lights and sirens, blaring all that extra stimulus.
He says their training helps them provide steps after crisis resolution.
We are able to provide resources and not just what sometimes could feel like a temporary Band-Aid.
Now, co-responder teams only work from 8 to 5 on weekdays, but they do have a crisis response team after hours and on the weekends if police need help. Frank?
All right, Megan, thanks very much. Houston County Sheriff's Office also uses Middle Flint as a resource. And Middle Flint's co-responder team serves actually 11 counties along with Houston. They also serve Peach, Crisp, Dooley, and Macon counties. County and city agencies have access to use them in emergencies. Also, the Washington County Sheriff's Office is creating a mental health task force aimed at dealing with mental health crises. Last month, officers took classes focused on crisis intervention, and they trained for an entire week. In July, a state grant gave the Washington County Sheriff's Office $1.5 million to create that task force.